I know I posted something a couple months ago about TheCoatingsStore.com coming on board as one of our sponsors starting in 2020, which I'm pretty excited about for a couple of reasons. And number one is I never wanted to be somebody that showed up at the track with a jalopy looking beat up race car. I mean, I know that there's a lot of guys that kind of like to go that route, and I mean that's them, whatever. I'm not trying to knock anybody, but to me a big part of racing is showing up and being professional, looking professional, and that starts with having a nice looking car. And so I between my father and I, we've been using the CoatingsStore.com's products for probably about 6 or 8 years now, and I mean I gotta say it's you can compare their Eurochem products to PPG, DuPont, Martin Senior, TCP Global. I mean I don't care anybody out there, and the CoatingsStore.com plain simple has an excellent premium quality product. My father's been in the collision and paint and custom paint restoration business for at least 30 years now. And, I mean, right from the first time he used it, he was like, holy cow, I mean, this stuff really is some excellent quality. They use very good, excellent quality tints, which means it's going to cover better. And whatever. I mean, I don't know all the details of how the paint's made up, but it lays down great. Pretty much all their colors I've ever used, they all cover great. A lot of colors nowadays, especially, you have to put a primer underneath of it that's going to match your color, or it's just not going to look right. And I mean, especially when it comes to the race car stuff, I don't think anybody can realistically go that route, maybe unless you're a NASCAR team or something, but obviously we're not. So and which leads me to the price. I mean, the prices on their paint, and even in whole paint kits, I mean, you can get complete kits with the base coat, clear coat, all the hardeners, reducers, everything you're gonna need to paint a complete car inside and out. I'm talking the door jambs, under the hood, deck lid, all that stuff. And I mean, for a couple $200-300, and I mean, where else are where else can you do that? I mean, to be quite frank, the prices on automotive paints for years now, but especially nowadays, is just, I mean, it's disgusting. To a simple red can cost you $150 for a pint of it. I mean, it's just it's pretty ridiculous in my opinion. So the people at the Coin Store sent me this hot custom color selections booklet, which just kind of gives a brief rundown of some of their solid colors and metallic colors, 2 and 3 stage colors. They don't have any of the candy colors in here, which is what I'm going to be using some of on the TQ. But I think this gives a pretty good idea of at least some of the stuff that they have, and show you that they've got a lot of the basic colors and stuff which I can imagine they would have. But I was kind of hoping for a sunny day to be able to shoot this video so I can get these color chips out in the sun. But I guess we're just gonna have to sell for some of the LED lighting in our shop out here. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm pretty excited about them coming on board. I mean, for one, anytime anybody is willing to help us out, I couldn't be more thankful. But especially when it's something that really fits in with what I like to do and what I believe in. It's just, to me, it just makes everything that much better. But maybe if I get on with a little bit of LED light here, kind of show some more of the effects and whatnot. But it's pretty cool up there, that Knox-ish, Miami Beach. Even though the Camaro's green, and I still can't help but to have a love for blue. I mean, blue is where my heart is, so that's going to be primarily what the TQ will be. You know, and having nice looking race cars is, I mean, it's something I personally would, you know, I believe in either way, but you know, my father feels the same way. I mean, back when my father started, shoot, back in the 80s, you know, the first car that he went to a track with was a sharp looking ride, you know, and you know, we do have a little bit of a chip on our shoulders as far as, you know, being that we are paint guys. You know, if whether we get a scuff on the car or bang it off the wall or getting a wreck or something like that, you know, we're going to make sure we show up next time with the car looking like it never happened. And thanks to the people at TheCoatingsStore.com and their Eurochem amazing automotive paint products, we're going to be able to do that no problem next year and hopefully for years to come. So once again, thank you very much to TheCoatingsStore.com, and I would highly recommend that you guys go on their site and check out what they have. And I mean, it's really almost kind of a no-brainer, you know, once you use some of the paints and see what they're all about.